Hi, welcome to the third and final podcast on Awakened, a journey to true self-awareness. I'm your host, Wendy Gillespie, and today we go all in. This final episode in our three-part series, so thank you for following me and joining me on this journey, is about radical responsibility. How self-awareness empowers you. You stop outsourcing your life to others and start owning every part of it. It's pretty exciting. This episode is about stepping fully into your power. And honestly, it can be a bit tough and it can be a bit daunting, but it'll be the most rewarding. Trust me. Because while awareness is beautiful, ownership is where the work begins. So, let's get real for a moment. Most people wait. They wait for someone to fix them. They wait for the perfect time to start. They wait for the pain to go away. They wait for permission to finally become who they want to be. But here's the truth. No one's coming to save you. And the lift that you will want to happen will not happen by accident, my friend. The gap between awareness and transformation is crossed by one thing only: responsibility. You can't heal what you don't own, and you can't grow through and keep blaming others for what's happened. You can't build a new future if you're still stuck in the past and still arguing with your past, or you're still holding it and you're still hiding it, and you don't want to go there because that's going to hurt and be uncomfortable. It's going to come up and bring stuff up. But trust me, to move through those painful points in your life and your past will be the most amazing transformation, freeing of you and your soul that you'll ever have. So, what does radical responsibility look like? It isn't about shame, and it's not about blaming yourself for everything that's happened. When things have happened in our lives, we react the way we do because we don't know any better. But now you do know better. It's about choosing ownership, even in the face of pain and fear and uncertainty. And so here's what it looks like. You feel triggered, and instead of lashing out, you ask, what's this teaching about myself? So you start that thinking, that reflection, go, why am I feeling this? What's that about? And then you catch yourself slipping into your old patterns. We all do it, we're human. But instead of making excuses, you choose a new response. So, when you know you're going to be meeting someone or in a situation where that old response, that old negative reaction will come up to the fore, be prepared before you go. Be prepared for the reaction that you're going to feel before you get to that situation. And stop blaming yourself, blaming your job, your parents, your ex, your circumstances, and ask, what can I control and what can I change? That's the radical, that's the powerful, and that's the self-leadership skills you are picking up through self-awareness. Okay? It's exciting. So the gift of ownership, of course, is that it doesn't weigh you down. It sets you free. It's like this powerful force that you have inside you, and you are in control of it. When you stop outsourcing your emotions and your growth and your identity to others, you start taking your life back. Or if you've never had it before, you've got a new life. It's just such an amazing feeling. I know growing up through a childhood of abuse and violence, having no self-worth, no self-awareness, when I finally, as an adult, realised why I was feeling things I was feeling, and I was like this switch of, it's like someone had plugged me into a socket and I'd had this huge surge of power and I'm feeling good about myself. And sometimes I'd slip back down. And even now, crikey, I'm only human, but so will you, so don't beat yourself up when that happens. Set your boundaries that reflect your values. Make decisions that align with who you actually are. Learn from setbacks, and without spiraling into self-blame, just say, I choose this, even when it's hard. And in doing that, you begin to live a life that actually feels like yours. So let me ask you something. Where have you in your life been avoiding responsibility? Where have you been waiting for something to change, but without being the one to change it? Because that's not going to get you anywhere. You have to make a choice. You have to make a decision to say, I want something different and I'm going to change it. I'm responsible. I'm in charge of my life and I'm going to do this. I can do this. So that's your invitation today. Not to fix everything, not to be perfect, but to own your part and then to take the next courageous step. That place of self-awareness, of self-empowerment, of questioning, who am I really? Why do I feel that? And then taking decisive action to be responsible for you in your life. So here's a practice you can try. Write down one area of your life where you feel stuck or frustrated and ask yourself, story am I telling myself here? What am I waiting for? What's the one thing I can own and act on today? Because small shifts create change, big change often. Responsibility isn't a burden, it's the doorway to your freedom. It's just, like your soul, your true self is just there, behind that door, waiting for you to open it. And it's an amazing journey once you open that door and you start feeling self-aware and acting in your best interests. So as we close this 3-part series that we've been talking about building your self-awareness, I want to leave you with this. That self-awareness is not a trend. It's not a nice to have. It's the foundation of your life lived on purpose. It's from the inside out. The fact that you're here means you're already ready to stop living unconsciously, to stop living just in a blind faith, or waiting for permission for someone to tell you you should have a better life, you can have a better life. You're ready to lead yourself with clarity, courage, and compassion. And if you remember nothing else from this series, remember this: that awareness is your power, that ownership is your freedom, and that your life is your responsibility, no one else's. So, thank you for walking this path with me. If this series resonated with you, share it. Not for me, but for someone who needs it. We have a lot of family, friends, people in our community. We've all come through such a hard time where we've lost our self-awareness. Because when one person awakens, it spreads. So I'm Wendy Gillespie, and this is Awakened, and this is just the beginning. If you're interested in working more and being self-aware, go to the site www.wendygillespie.com/courses, and there's a short course on exercises to help you become more self-aware. And there's also a journey about to be launched in self-awareness as well. So until next time, stay aware, stay awake, stay responsible, and stay true to you. Bye for now.